Okay, everybody. I wanted to, kind of include a couple of extras in Illustrator. There's a lot, as you have found with like Photoshop, InDesign, and Illustrator. There's so many different settings and things and tools that you can kind of explore. So I wanted to kind of include this little extras video for those of you who feel up for the extra bit of knowledge. And you know, after you've gone through some of like the exercises, you might feel like you might be more ready to, see what else it can do. But I highly encourage you to look up the Adobe tutorials. I know I link them in our resources page, along with these how-to videos, but just in case, Adobe tutorials are included in your Creative Cloud. So, make use of it. The first extra that I wanted to kind of show you was how to change this. Like, I know our artboard is white, but this gray area here, in a previous version, this gray area is white. And it's actually up to you, but it's like a preference. So if you want to go to Illustrator Preferences, you can go into User Interface and you can make your canvas color white. You guys see that? It was kind of instantaneous. So it kind of allows, I don't know, more visual space. It feels a little bit more open. So if you prefer that, or if you prefer a different color, go for it. As you can see, this is also where you can set like how your new documents open. You might not want to fidget too much with a lot of this, but it's kind of good to know where these settings are. Click OK. Another extra that I wanted to share was you do have rulers available to you for those of you who like lining things up. If you go to the View menu and you go to Rulers, you can actually show rulers. Command R is your key command, but if you go to that, you get rulers at the top and the bottom of your file. So these rulers allow you to set guides. So these guides are, they do not print, but they can allow you to line things up if you would so choose. So they do not print, but they're very helpful, right? Another extra that I think is pretty cool is the making copies. Instead of copy and pasting, you can actually select these objects, whatever you want to copy. I'll throw a heart in there. Select all of them, and then you're going to click with your mouse or your trackpad over, and then to make a copy very quickly, you hold down your Option key and you let go. Right, so now you have a duplicate. You can do this over and over again, right? So you've got your hearts, you've got your birthday candles. Very, very cool. The third extra I wanted to show you, and I love these tools very much. They're very helpful for me. Hopefully they'll be helpful for you. This window isn't open at the moment, so I'm going to go to Window, and I'm going to go to Align. Okay. These candles are like the perfect example for this. Okay. It's so perfect of an example. I'm going to make a copy so you can see it. So let's say, and I do, each of these candles, they're its own little grouping, and I can, I have my guide. Command colon allows me to see my guides. I can get my guide and I can align it, zoom in, make sure they're all aligned. Okay, so that's one way I can do it on that guide mark, right? Or I'm gonna just kind of do this really quick. It's like, I think, a very helpful tool. You just amazing. So I'm gonna place one of them on that guide, close to that guide. Okay. You can see it's like the lowest of all of them. So I'm gonna select all of them, including this one. And I'm going to select all of them, and in my align menu or window, you can see I have the options to align objects. This one, if you look at, what they're showing you, this one allows a vertical align bottom. This is the one that's at the furthest, at the base. So I select all of them, including that one that I want to align to, and I do the vertical bottom, and it automatically lines up to that point. So I'm going to Command Z undo so you can see it. Select it all. Vertical align bottom. Wonderful, right? Here's another cool one. So you can see that they're all they start out as different groups, right? And you can see how there's batches of 3. I'm going to select all of them again because now they're all even on the bottom, which is great. But I want them to be evenly spaced within each other. So if you go to Distribute Objects, you can find the one Horizontal Distribute Center. Okay, if I click on that, they all evenly space. So I'm going to undo. So I select all of them, evenly spaced. So I find that is very helpful sometimes too. So if I want to make a pattern, let's say my hearts here, when I made them, they're at, say, different angles, different. So I select all of them. If I do this align bottom, it's going to align the bottoms with this one because it's the furthest down. So I click on that, it aligns it. And then if I do the Distribute Horizontal Center, it's going to take the furthest to the right and furthest to the left. Right? These are the points that it's going to organize within and distribute. I select all of them, and it just distributes these 2 center ones so they're evenly spaced. All right, so let's do that again. Align bottom and distribute. Save. Hopefully those couple tips could help you. If not, let me know if you have any other questions. But yeah, there you go. Have fun. Don't forget to save.